Hey guys, welcome back to another Payday 3 Dev Diary. And today we're going to be checking out episode 6. I got released a few days ago. I'm sorry I'm late. Again, I keep forgetting to record these and upload them as I've been really grinding my butt off on Kick streaming lately. So that's where you can find me. We are going to be streaming tons of Payday 3 on the Kick channel. So the link is on my channel and also in the description. But we're going to be checking out the Skills of Progression episode for Dev Diaries. So let's get straight into this. Alright, so let's get straight into this.
It's something that we're not sure if I can say, but what we will be introducing for launch is
So with Payday 3, we've decided to look at all the parts of Payday 2 and Payday the Heist and see what we felt worked and what didn't work. So with skills, we kind of wanted to start with a blank slate. So what we have is we don't have perk decks or skill trees anymore. We've changed that to skill lines. Basically how they work is you have
so obviously we already know about this now because we've already had the closed beta, so we've actually had hands on.
And then we have mastery nodes.
So we kind of know how this works already.
Require you to equip any upgrades or base. You do not have to pick all the nodes in a skill line. So how they are laid out is you have the base node, and then it has upgrade lines, and you do not have to pick the upgrades in sequence. You just have to have
and I was kind of confused about this during the beta. I was a little confused to how it works really.
Chiefly, you'll be stealing cash, which is the main currency. The thing is, the cash will inflate. You'll have a lot of cash. We want to maintain that. And how you're going to spend the cash will be on different items. My name's Charlie Czerkowski, and I'm the Senior Game Economy Designer here at Starbreeze. We have a secondary currency, which is
I liked this. I liked
which you're
this.
using to spend on other
Then Payday 2 money
items, and these two
became
things are
useless
functioning
after a while.
and you're converting
So I like this.
your cash into the C-stacks.
What are C-stacks? What does it stand for?
It comes from CrimeNet stacks. It's this slightly obscure crypto-like currency that's associated with CrimeNet. What you can do is you can buy specific items that we decide on. So that'll be some high-end equipment like weapons.
There's some skins there that we. Oh, that's a lot. Holy shit!
Final upgrade levels of weapons.
There.
What we're trying to do with the cash to C-stack trading is you have a vendor in the game that lets you trade cash for C-stacks, and the more cash you trade, the more expensive each subsequent trade gets, and then every week that resets and you can trade again at the most favorable rate.
We'll look to use those C-stacks going forward into post-launch contents.
And also just to make sure there's no confusion, C-stacks are not a premium currency. The only way to earn them in-game is from cash you get by playing. There's no real money connection to them. The core buffs are Edge, Grit, and Rush. Edge is a damage buff, Grit is a defense buff.
Yeah, I liked how it actually told you what they did in-game.
And how the game works is you can get one of each buff, so you can't get multiples of the same type, and you get them through skills. What we want players to do is we want them to kind of look at how they get these buffs from their build and play around that. So for example, the aim down sight skill that says you get an edge after aiming down sight, that's from a skill line that's focused on sniping, but that same edge buff can be used for skills that are also using that buff but aren't related to sniper rifles or long distance combat. So you're basically mix and matching, how do I get this buff from where, and then which skills benefit from me having that buff active, and then you can build however you want.
Skill points, they are earned through the main progression system, which is called the Infamy system. I assign at different levels when a skill point unlocks. So as the player progresses, they're going to build up their skill points, and then they've got essentially more points, but you can think of them as a resource. They've got more of these points to use and apply and equip skills with. So as they're progressing, they're getting more variety in what skills they can use.
Skill points aren't permanently spent, so this is more like the capacity of skill points you have. We're keeping the part of Payday 2 where you can equip and unequip skills freely and experiment with different builds as you want.
So I do like.
Right now, the last skill point is unlocked on Infamy level 100, and it's 21 skill points total.
Yeah, which is really weird to me.
As you
have 100
advance
Infamy
in the game,
level with
you get
only
Infamy
21
points, and
skill
that increases
points.
Your Infamy level in the game.
That's gonna feel a bit weird.
50 levels on launch. On level 100 is when we unlock the last gameplay thing, which is the final skill point. At that point, you have all the base weapons unlocked, all the gameplay features, all the skill points. After that, it's only cosmetic rewards. So from 100 to 150, it's basically bragging rights. But as we add more challenges to the game post-launch, there will be easier methods to get to level 100. So we're gonna add extra skill points, and now the new soft cap is, for example, 110, and the new hard cap is 160, for example.
Which is good. They're going to increase the soft caps so we get more skill points
We
eventually.
expect
It's
all
good.
players to be able, if they play enough, to get to level 100. Like, that should be within reach of everybody. But if you want to get to level 150, then that's the...
Oh, we aiming for that
hardcore
150
part.
Infamy level. You know we're aiming for that bad boy.
Experience points are like a resource you get from playing the heist. Are distributed evenly into the different weapons and skills that you have. But the Infamy points are like the overall control of our progression. If you play a heist and you generate 500 experience points for the heist, then the weapon that you have equipped will get 500 experience points, and the skill line that you have equipped will get 500 experience points.
We have a
Man, I can't wait.
which you can go through. It's broken up into a few categories, and you can filter based on challenges in progress, completed, or locked. And we plan, post-launch to improve the flow and the feedback and information that players feel is missing.
The idea we're trying to create is that we're not restricting the players into doing specific challenges and they have to focus on one thing. Generally want to say, go play the game. Just go and enjoy it, and you will experience progression. You will always be doing something, and you'll always be progressing something towards something. And then later on, you need to focus on some specific things, and the things that will test the skill level. Unlocking new weapons, this comes down to the progression system, which is based on challenges. Those challenges reward Infamy points, and the Infamy points contribute to you leveling up your Infamy level, and at new different account levels as you're progressing, you unlock new weapons. But when you're playing with a weapon as well, you are dumping experience points into it, and that unlocks new modifications that you can have for that weapon.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the leveling
Car
weapon
4,
system.
Every car 4 you buy is
I
gonna
did
be the
love
same
that.
level. It's not that particular car 4. The only thing that's particular to the weapon is which mods you pay to unlock on that version.
And that's what I like. That's what I like. So you don't have to re-level up the weapon. So if you have if you've used the car 4 and it's max level, and maybe in a couple of months' time you buy another car 4 to have a different version of it to fit a certain build, you don't need to level it up again. It will stay max level. Once you've maxed it up and level out, that's it. Every time you buy it, it's just going to be that max level. I love that. Don't have to redo it again.
How do I have
Be
a
so
stealth
nice.
build and a loud build at the same time? We have tried our best to make skills be useful in both stealth and loud, but we hope that the amount of skill points we give you is enough for you to have a loadout where you attempt stealth but are still capable in loud. So something we tried to make sure when we were designing Payday 3 is...
I think that was new heist gameplay too.
Just getting a weapon and going
Let's
in
go.
feels good. Essentially, as long as you have the gear unlocked, you should be fine. What skills are there to do is to emphasize a playstyle and to make things easier for you.
when I've played the game, I've seen it get more fun, and I really like the sort of high octane action and everything that happens in the chaos when you're playing the heists. And like as a designer, we're always playing as well, even as when you're working on these progression systems. So like this is really nice.
The most complicated thing to implement is the thing we are not actually launching with, and I will not commit to what it is.
Oh,
We're not going to have anybody swinging in through the windows
I want to know what it is.
yet.
No. It's actually a much more boring story. Was that another 40 minutes of raw footage for you?
Well, alright, that was the skills and progression Dev Diary, episode 6. All in all, pretty much what we already knew from the closed beta. I didn't know you could, because I thought with the rows of skills you had to use every single one to get to the mastery one, but you don't. Which is good. You can mix and match them. You can skip the first 2 skills and just use like the third one, and then that's it. And you use the mastery. I didn't play the beta too crazy, so I didn't want to burn myself out. But I swear, we saw gameplay of a different heist somewhere along here, I think it was. Yeah. No. Okay, no, it's the art gallery. Never mind. It looked like a different heist, but no, this is the outside of the art gallery. I was wrong, sorry. Fair. But I'm looking forward to it. As of me recording and uploading this, we do have 3 weeks left until the Payday 3 release for early access. Well, 3 days early, should I say. You pre-order Silver or Gold Edition, I believe. You get to 3 days early. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. 3 weeks. We're almost there. We're almost there. And I already do have my final Payday 2 video made for the week beforehand. So definitely make sure to check that out on the 11th of September. Because that is going to be non-edited. It's not edited at all. It's raw footage for the last one. Gonna send off Payday 2 pretty much. So, but as always, guys, I love you all. As always, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you thought of this Dev Diary and what you'll be playing on and Payday in general. But I love you all. I'll see you guys in the next one.